very much. 7 people recovering today after a crash in northwest suburban Park Ridge.
Type sleeves that you ladies
I was trying to
have.
see if there's anybody in the water yet, but not yet.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
There are some boats in the water. But
No,
the water's
people.
cold.
And
Oh, people in the water.
Yes, yeah, people in the water.
oh, goodness. We had a little tiny bit of some water coming from the sky last night. Did the thunder wake you up? I didn't.
What time? Thunder?
Oh, my gosh. It just, like, lifted me out of my REM sleep.
What time?
During the
Really?
evening. I didn't look at the clock, but 8-ish, I would say.
Oh, I was.
She was
yeah.
in REM sleep.
I was in
I was
REM
in a
sleep,
building.
Yes. You were in a
Yes.
building.
Having a party while you were sleeping.
It was out.
They were out.
There is life past 7, Tracy, just so you know.
Are you serious? Not everybody goes to bed?
No.
At 6?
6. Yeah. Okay. 6/100 of an inch of rain, though. That's all we had at O'Hare. Midway, about a 10th. West Chicago coming in a little over a 10th. I mean, the thunder was certainly louder than what some of these totals reflect. Now let's turn our eyes toward the weekend and what's coming our way as far as rain. Well, the computer models are not excited at all, really, about the amount of rain we could potentially get tomorrow. And it could be numbers similar to the ones that I just showed you. It looks like there will be a decaying line of some thunderstorms that come into western Illinois overnight. And then by the time they get to us, it does become more showers and maybe some light rain and some sprinkles and some showers occasionally into the afternoon. Tomorrow, I know, Polish Constitution Day Parade. I will be there along with my pal Phil Schwartz from the weather office, and we'll be waving at you. But as we look at the day tomorrow, it's looking very cloudy and rather chilly with a pretty healthy lake breeze. 68 will be the high today. Average high today is 66. 64 right now at O'Hare, and the wind is out of the west at 12. It's 65 degrees at the lakefront, 61 at Midway, and 63 in Monee. Skies have become mostly clear out there this morning. Now, Kentucky Derby, the Run for the Roses tomorrow. They'll get into the lower 70s, but boy, late afternoon, I think the forecast is going to be a little challenging there with the potential for some thunderstorms in the area during the Derby. Now, for us, no rain in sight for us today. I think it's more likely tomorrow during the day. There will be some occasional showers, and it may just be sprinkly throughout the day tomorrow. But
I'm a 90.
75.
65.
To us, you're not just a person, you're a number.
85.
55.
The new spin airbrush from Conair. The barrel rotates as warm air flows to dry, brush, and style all at once for big, beautiful volume and long-lasting shine.
The weekend.
Carter, thanks very much. Now, with Mother's Day this Sunday, perfect time to remind every single woman of the importance of getting a mammogram.
And that is the thought behind the Community Health Network. Welcome. Nice to
Thank you,
have
ladies.
here.
It's a pleasure.
Tell
It's a
us all about
pleasure.
the campaign.
Well, it's Mother's Day, and it's a time to celebrate motherhood, and the best way is to remind women about the importance of screening. This campaign started as a faith-based initiative that we partnered as a healthcare entity with African American and Latino churches to remind women the need for screening.
And the emphasis on African American and Latino churches is this is a way to get to the women who are so underserved.
Absolutely. For African Americans, cancer, breast cancer is the second leading cause of the most diagnosed cancer. In probably 1983, there started to be a study looking at the rate of breast cancer among African American women compared to their Caucasian counterparts. Over the years, we've seen where the rates of breast cancer for African American women dying from cancer, even though less incidence, has really gone 4.5 times than their white counterparts.
And you found an interesting way to reach out. As you said, it's faith-based. So
Absolutely.
tell us how this works then.
Absolutely. So we have about 350 churches throughout the Chicagoland area and throughout the state of Illinois. And the exciting thing is that no matter what your faith, the churches have really come together who participate to really get the word out. Usually there's a breast cancer survivor who will tell their story, or the pastor will preach from the pulpit and discuss the need for screening.
For some women, this is still an embarrassing thing to talk about. And, you know, they may not listen to messages on TV or somebody else tell them.
Absolutely.
But to have another woman come up to you and say,
500,000.
Absolutely, that we reach every year in the state of Illinois.
That is wonderful. Great program. Thanks for coming in and sharing.
Thank you.
with us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks very much. Now, there is still time.
all in the swing, and a few other things too. Joining us this morning to help us out with improving our golf swing, Billy Nylands from the East Bank Club. Thank you so much for being here.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you.
So we had to bring in the pro for me.
Thank you.
And we're trying to work out the kinks because it has been a long winter in Chicago,
Yes.
and many of us don't have the luxury of heading to Florida or Arizona to
Right.
practice.
True.
So how do we start to get it all
Well,
worked
when is
out?
the weather going to get better so we can actually
That's my
play?
job.
So the first question that we have to answer
Okay.
among golfers is what hits the golf ball?
Well, the club
It's a
face.
very simple question, but you'd be amazed at the answers that I
Okay.
get. And some people say, well, I don't know.
The club
And
face.
yes, very simply, it's the club face that hits the golf ball, right?
Here. Okay.
Okay, excellent. So if the club face hits the golf ball,
Mm-hmm.
how do we get the golf ball to go up in the air? Because isn't that the goal with an iron?
How do
To
we,
get the
Billy?
golf ball to go up in the air.
Yes.
So how do we get this golf ball up in the air?
Mm-hmm. Tell me.
Any
to hit
ideas?
it. Yeah. Just to just whack it. Get it out there.
Okay, well, the most common answer is they try and hit underneath the golf ball. And that's the incorrect answer.
No.
Because you want to hit down on the golf ball for it to go up.
Okay.
The laws of physics. If you had a hammer
Yes.
and you wanted that ball to go up in the air, you'd have to hit down on the golf ball
Okay.
for it to go up in the air. Does that make sense
Makes
so far?
sense.
We're on
Makes
the,
sense
we're on
so
the same
far.
page? Okay.
All right. So should I try a swing and so you can tell me?
Well, if you're going to strike a golf ball, right?
Yes.
When your club comes down,
Mm-hmm.
okay, at the golf ball, would you want to try to hit down behind the ball?
No.
Would you want to try to hit down right at the golf ball?
Yes.
Or would you want to try to hit the golf ball first and then the ground?
Oh, golf ball first, then the ground.
Okay, golf ball first
200.
and then the ground.
Okay.
For 200, you got it. So I put a piece of tape here, and we're
Okay.
going to put the golf ball there.
All right.
And we're going to see if you can create the up and down motion of a golf swing. Now, before you even do that, I know
Yes.
you're ready to hit.
Yeah.
What part of your body controls the golf swing?
The arms.
The arms. So be more specific on the arms. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay. So would it make more sense for your right hand and arm to control the golf
No,
club?
probably the right hand, the
Right.
right arm.
The right arm, right?
Okay.
And the right arm goes
Bent.
up and down, right?
Yes.
Because doesn't the left arm generally stay relatively straight?
Well, not really mine. It should.
Straighter than your right arm
Yes.
in any event, right?
Yes.
So as you're going back and through, you're going to try to come up and down on the golf ball,
Okay.
and the right arm is going to bend and straighten, correct?
Can I hit?
Yes.
Ready?
So you can hit now.
Right?
Yes. And down. Excellent job. So she did not catch the tape,
All that in 2 minutes.
right?
Yes.
And you came down on the golf ball, and it got airborne.
But can I ask you, do we golfers think about this too much? Should it be more automatic?
I think they think about the wrong things too much. It's very simple for you to go up and down,
Good
right, with
point.
your right arm. So
Okay. Oop.
that being the case, do you have any specific problems
Yes.
in your golf game?
I absolutely do. Usually it goes out beautifully and then it fades off to the right.
Okay, so you're hitting it pretty squarely, and then it's going out to the
Yes.
right. So the spin on the ball is right,
Consistently.
left to right. Okay,
Correct.
great.
All right.
So can we do an exercise without hitting the
Yes,
ball?
yeah.
Okay. So if you're set up there,
Okay.
go ahead and turn. So if your right arm is going to bend and straighten, okay, so it's bending here,
Yeah.
and then it's going to straighten, so bend it a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, and we're coming down, it's going to straighten at the ball.
Okay.
What direction would you want the club face to be turning?
Turning over.
Turning over.
Okay.
Yours would generally hit and possibly open
Absolutely. My club face stays open.
up. Okay, so your practice drill, if you can do it now, would be to bend and straighten your right arm, and then turn the club
Straighten
face
the right arm?
where you want to bend it here
Okay. Bend
in
it.
the backswing.
Okay.
And when you're coming through, it's going to straighten down.
Straighten.
You're going to hit down, and then you're going to
Turn it over. That's a good exercise.
Thank you. And you can do that with both hands on the club also.
Okay. And so,
So you go back, you bending, great.
Bending.
We'll come back down to where the ball is.
down.
See how your club face came into that ball, it was open. So you're going to want to try to close that a little bit earlier. So let's do it one more time.
Okay. We have 2 seconds. Okay.
Up, down, and then close it. Excellent job.
All right. One more hit.
Yes.
And then, by the way, for more information and a review of all of Billy's tips, you can go to our website, abc7chicago.com.
Excellent job. Went straight
All
left.
right. Again, abc7chicago.com. Thank you, Billy.
Together, and Bethany.